the final home game for the Mountaineers before the holiday break and the final tune-up before the grind of Big 12 conference play begins. Today on ESPN Plus, West Virginia hosts Division I newcomer Mercyhurst at the Coliseum. Welcome you courtside. Nick Farrell here alongside our Hall of Famer Warren Baker. Amanda Mazey is the third member of our crew. It's Ugly Sweater Day at the Coliseum. Bake's been making a list and checking it twice. Bake, what's on your wish list today for the Mountaineers?
A big win to close out the non-conference.
Well, Bake, Javon Small, he has been playing terrific basketball this season, especially in the last two games when the Mountaineers have been without another star in Tucker DeVries, coming off 27 points against Bethune-Cookman.
Yeah, he's been the leader of the ball club. They look for him for scoring, and they look for him to keep everything intact. He is their leader. 27
points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists for Small in West Virginia's 84-61 victory 8 days ago. Now for the Lakers, transitional season this year, Bake, for a team that's moving up from Division II to Division I. Jeff Planutis is a great scorer. Let's go to Amanda Mazey. She has Coach DeVries.
All right, Coach, your final non-conference game of the year. What is your message to your team today?
Yeah, the message is just make sure we play hard here for 40 minutes. Let's finish up this non-conference season the way we want to.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
All right, Amanda, thank you. Darren DeVries, the head coach of the Mountaineers, facing off today against Gary Manchell, the 22nd year head coach of the Mercyhurst Lakers. More than 500 career victories at Mercyhurst, including 6 this season at the Division I level.
Just to complete those thoughts on Planutis, he is the heart and soul of this ball club. If they're going to have a chance to win today, he needs to have a big game.
Final game before the holiday break for West Virginia and Mercyhurst. Our referees, Doug Sermons, Michael Greenstein, and Antonio Petty were underway at the Coliseum. Game number 11 on the year for WVU, wearing white from head to toe. Game number 15 for Mercyhurst. The Lakers are 6-8 overall. Here's Javon Small, the Big 12's co-leader in scoring. Misses a bit strong off the rim, and we've got a stoppage immediately as a couple of players were tied up underneath the hoop. Shamar Rattan-Mays, the grad student from Toronto, still down on the court.
Amani Hansberry coming up the court, limping a little bit as well. It was a big collision underneath the basket.
Well, we'll take a look at it here. Rattan-Mays gets a little bit of action there from behind from Toby Okani, and then hits his head off Hansberry. Boy, this is not the way that Mercyhurst wants to start this game.
No.
This squad has already had injuries to several key players. Bernie Blunt, a regular starter, is out. Jesse Halfmeister has not played this season. And a reserve guy, Charles McClanahan, is also injured. So an injury to Rattan-Mays that may sideline him for any period of time in this game or beyond is just bad news for Coach Manchell. Rattan-Mays, recruited out of the transfer portal, the starting point guard for this team, a great distributor who played for former Mountaineer assistant Jared Calhoun at Youngstown State. Won a Horizon League title with Coach Calhoun a couple of seasons ago. On the other end, that one goes in and out from Jake Lemelman, who entered the game to replace Rattan-Mays. Toby Okani has it. Hansberry, Powell, and Sincere Harris round out the starting 5 for WVU, along with Okani and Small. Okani stripped by Jackson. Here's Lemelman on the wing after the West Virginia turnover, and a strong finish by Max Jusianic. So the 5 on the floor here for the Lakers with Rattan-Mays out of the game. Jackson, Lemelman, Jusianic, Planutis, and Reichert.
Yeah, now Andre comes in. Hansberry still a little shook up, so he's going by Doc Metter taking a look at him. So both teams losing one of their stars right now early in the game.
Mountaineers down by 2 through 1 minute of action. Here's Okani in the key. Rebound Mercyhurst. Mountaineers go one and done again. Jackson with a good-looking crossover. In and out there from Aiden Reichert.
That's what Jackson likes to do. He likes to penetrate and cause havoc inside.
Looks like that one was tipped. It'll stay with West Virginia here. Mountaineers coming off an 84-61 win over Bethune-Cookman. In that game, the Mountaineers went 20 for 22 from the free throw line.
Mercyhurst plays man-to-man, but they will switch every time on the man-to-man.
Here's Eduardo Andre. Overhead pass to Small on the near side wing. Now Jonathan Powell, the sharpshooter, connects.
Jonathan Powell.
Jonathan Powell had a few words just now. Doug Sermons quickly shut that down.
Powell, the true freshman, starting for the second consecutive game. He hit 4 threes in the win over Bethune-Cookman on December 14th. Here's Planutis, the leading scorer for the Lakers. Now Lemmelman at the top of the arc. 7 to shoot. Jusianic trying to get it to Planutis. Now to the corner to Reichert. Has to get it up. Right at the horn. Front rim, no good. Rebound, West Virginia. Small. Thought about going inside to Andre, who didn't have the positioning. Now it's back to Small, West Virginia's leading scorer. Great pass and a jam from Toby Okani.
Boy, Javon Small with a tremendous pass. Drew the defense to him, dumped it off. Boy, what a dunk and what a play.
5-2 West Virginia. Here's Aiden Reichert. Little give to Planutis. Long two. Too strong. Planutis, once he gets going, he's hard to stop. Harris inside. The lob to Andre is tipped. It'll be Mercyhurst ball.
Wasn't a good decision by Buck Harris. Andre had a man on him just now. That was going to be a tough catch. Either way, fumbled out of bounds, back to Mercyhurst.
That's the second West Virginia turnover in Bake. One thing that Mercyhurst does really well is turn opponents over, but on offense, really good at protecting the ball. Mercyhurst has a plus 4.1 turnover margin this season. That's by far the best in its conference, the NEC, and right on cue, a Mercyhurst turnover.
They flip it over.
West Virginia ball. Change here for the Lakers. Lemmelman will go to the bench, replaced by the true freshman Mikolas Ivanauskas.
And Raton Mays is back in, so good to see that he's not seriously hurt.
2 freshmen in there right now for Coach Manchella and the Lakers. Ivanauskas and Jackson, who started the game. Javon Small, great feed. And Andre flushes it down. And a quick timeout taken by Coach Manchell as Andre, the 6'11 big man, made that look way too easy. West Virginia leading Mercyhurst 7-2. And having its way down low, Toby Okani with a big-time jam in the first half.
Freshman to make an immediate impact on a team, but don't tell that to Jonathan Powell. For the second straight game, he got the starting nod, quite simply because he's earned it. DeVries is really impressed with how quickly he's adapted to the game, and not just from a basketball standpoint, but even his physique. He says he's a strong kid, which will help him when they get into league play because he won't be overwhelmed, which can sometimes happen for youngsters. While he's averaging 8 points a game, he's scored double digits 6 times already, and they're going to need his offensive output as long as Tucker DeVries is sidelined. Nick?
Great stuff, Amanda. Great sweater, too, by the way. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker, Amanda Mazey with you on Ugly Sweater Day at the Coliseum. West Virginia using a 7-0 run over the last couple of minutes to take a 7-2 lead on Mercyhurst. The Lakers playing in their first season as a Division I program, moving up from the PSAC at the Division II level to the NEC at Division I. Planutis with the give to Shamar Rattan-Mays. 5 on the timer. Aiden Reichert at the elbow, puts it up. Rebound, loose ball, grabbed by West Virginia.
Good decision by Javon Small to pull that ball back out.
Okani's feed to Andre is taken away. 3rd time West Virginia's turned it over in this game. Deshaun Jackson Jr. to an open Planutis for 3, and he hits.
You can't give him that much space. The one thing I like about Planutis, he won't force stuff, but if you don't get up in his grill quickly, he'll let it go.
Grad student from Hazleton, PA, is Mercyhurst's best 3-point shooter, 41% on the season. 2-point lead for West Virginia. Small off the screen from Andre, has a pocket of space and gets the membership roll.
That's that soft touch.
First bucket for Small, fourth scorer for West Virginia in the game. Couple of changes here for WVU. Another freshman, KJ Tenor, entering the game, along with Joseph Yesufu. Mountaineers extending pressure out a little bit here.
Well, West Virginia has big numbers. They may try to wear Mercyhurst down, putting in as many substitutions as they do.
Jackson inside, hits Reichert on the low block, and he scores.
And that's what Jackson does well. He loves to penetrate and set up other players, but he'll also score if you don't pick him up.
Small floats it, off the window and in again.
Well, he's got a magnet pulling that ball in for him right now.
11-7 Mountaineers. Bake, look in the key here at this mismatch between Reichert for Mercyhurst and Andre for West Virginia. Reichert is a 6'4" forward. Andre's 6'11".
It is. The thing is, too, Reichert's all lefty for the most part. But he's a strong guy, and that will give Andre some problems because of the muscle that he has.
Well, Bake, West Virginia leads 11-7 here with about 14 minutes to go. What are you expecting to see from West Virginia today?
Well, they need to focus today. I mean, forget the holidays coming up. Right now, get that taken care of. And good ball movement will get good shots. They switch a lot, and West Virginia can get some good shots there.
Small, another floater. Can't get three in a row, but Andre has it on the rebound. Trying to score from underneath, and he puts it home. Big, what about keys for Mercyhurst?
The Mercyhurst get Planutis in early, get him some shots, which they have done, and they need to box West Virginia out. If they don't box West Virginia out, I don't think they can hang in this game.
Reichert spinning against Andre, doesn't have the touch with the left hand.
I've seen Reichert a number of times, and I have not seen him shoot a right-hand shot yet. West Virginia needs to overplay him to his left.
Two changes here for the Lakers. Jusianic and Lemmelman back into the game.
Jake Lemmelman, check in for the Lakers.
Mountaineers lead by 6. They've hit 6 of their last 7 attempts from the field. Tenor running the offense for the moment. Now it's Small. Powell uses the screen from Andre. Now Tenor inside to Andre. And he's hacked. But they've gone inside to him a couple of times in a row here, Bake. They're clearly trying to exploit that size advantage.
Yes, he had great position inside, and Tenor made a great pass, and a couple of other passes they tried to get to him were too far, but that was an excellent pass. The one thing that I like that I'm seeing right now is that Tenor is at the point right now, and that's allowing Small to go to the 2-guard position, which takes him off the duty of having to bring the ball up the court that much.
Mercyhurst making the trip down from Erie, PA for today's game in Morgantown, West Virginia. Enrollment about 4,500 students as Andre misses the first of 2 free throws. First season at the Division I level for the Lakers. They were a game under 500 a season ago, finished 500 in their conference.
Well, the one thing I can say, I'm glad they left the snow in Erie.
Good thing, Bake. You know, as you mentioned about focus, this is a tough game sometimes, the game right before Christmas, because you know that guys on both of these teams are thinking about travel plans, going home to see family. Right. Planutis over Powell, and a rebound foul. Looks like they're going to get Andre here for his first personal, and they do.
Jusianic had pretty good position on Andre inside.
But Big, I'm going to ask you here to think back to your playing days not so long ago. Was this game tough because you have to have tunnel vision to think about just the game and not what's coming after?
Certainly. It is, and you can say, no, I'll be focused, but these young men, some of them have already got thoughts and sugar plums in their head about what they're going to do when they get home.
Andre, who just picked up his first personal, goes to the bench, replaced by Harris Elezevich, the senior from Canada. Ivanauskas is stripped by Joe Yesufu. And a kick to Tenor. The runner, no good. O'Connie there for the rebound. Putback is in.
That's the area. If Mercyhurst cannot box out and get those, they're going to really struggle in this ball game. They can't give up that many second shots.
That's another Mercyhurst turnover. Mountaineers lead at 16-7 with 12:18 remaining. 7 unanswered points for WVU. Mountaineers have got just about everything they've wanted offensively. Not that time, though. Small gives it away. Stripping Planutis at the cup. It'll be Mercyhurst ball.
Small making up for a bad pass. Doing a good job of stripping at the other end.
West Virginia's made 7 of its last 9 field goal attempts to lead 16-7. Gary Manchell, the head coach of Mercyhurst, a team that's picked to finish 7th in the 9-team Northeast Conference. Previously coached at UMass Lowell. Went to 7 Division II tournaments with Mercyhurst. All 7 of those coming since 2015. Also had a pair of 25-plus win seasons in 21-22 and 22-23. But right now, his squad trails West Virginia 16-7 at the WVU Coliseum. And Bake, this is the biggest mismatch in terms of net ranking on West Virginia's schedule this season. Mountaineers are 29th in the net. Mercyhurst 345.
Well, then you would expect that with them in the first year in D1 ball.
Rebound, Aiden Reichert, the 6'4" forward. Ferocious underneath and scores. He'll go to the line.
I'll tell you what, that young man is strong. You know, in my playing days, I hated guys that size. I would rather play against a guy that's 7 foot than I would a guy that's 6'8" and strong. You can't get around them, whatever. A 7-footer, you can get into their knees. Guys like that, you can't budge. That was a good, strong move.
Reichert converts the 3-point play. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Amanda Mazey, for an injury update. What do you have, Amanda?
Well, Amani Hansberry is out for the rest of the day. He has a right leg lower injury. He is done, not coming back today.
Thanks for that update, Amanda. 3 ball here from Small. Off the back of the rim, Alezovic is fouled on the rebound. Possession will stay with West Virginia here.
Mercyhurst foul called on number 34, James Thomas, is first, team's second.
Really a shame with Hansberry. I spoke with him before the ball game. I just met his grandmother a couple of games ago, and he was all excited because she and other family members were coming to the game today.
Yeah, it's a great point, Bake. He's from Silver Spring, Maryland, about a 3-hour drive from here. He said he's excited to get home and see some family, but that a lot were going to be here today.
Yes.
Alezovic inside, back out to Tenor. Floater, no good. Tip in good from Alezovic.
Another offensive rebound for West Virginia.
One last thought on Hansberry. Interesting matchup here today, too, because Christian Gamble, 10 in green, on the court right now at the top of your screen, is also from Silver Spring, Maryland. Those 2 guys played in the same AAU system growing up. Traveling. Another Mercyhurst turnover. That's 4 in the first half.
Give O'Connie a lot of props on that. He put the pressure on Reichert to make him walk just now.
Mountaineers lead by 8 midway through the first half. 5 different scorers for WVU. Here's the freshman, KJ Tenor, with the kick around to Sincere Harris, and now Joseph Yesufu, 5 to shoot. Harris inside the arc. Doesn't get it to drop. Here's Shamar Rattan-Mays getting things set for the Lakers. Now it's Gamble. Reichert has it at the top of the arc. 4th-year guy who's played every season at Mercyhurst. Strong to the hoop again, and there is that strength, Bake, from Aiden Reichert, the 6'4" senior with 7 points to lead the way for the visitors.
At some point, you need to force him to go right. I mean, he's totally left-handed, but he's going to keep doing it if you can't stop that.
A guy that Coach Manchel says just plays with confidence, and you have to when you're an undersized forward. Sincere Harris for 3. Can't get it to drop. Harris still looking for his first three-pointer of the season.
West Virginia's been man-to-man the entire game.
Can Reichert hit from beyond the arc? No, he can't. Rebound West Virginia. But it's a two-possession game right now. Mountaineers have gone a bit cold offensively. Here's Elezevich. He's fouled.
Reichert picks up the foul. Again, I think as time goes on, West Virginia's depth is going to really hurt Mercyhurst.
Here's an example of that depth, Bate. West Virginia making 3 changes.
Yes.
That's Reichert's first personal, and after the substitutions, Small, Okani, Andre, Harris, and Powell on the floor. Remember, we won't see Amani Hansberry. He started the game, but he's out with a lower body injury. Small for 3. Swish.
Come on, Small.
We're on 1,000-point watch, by the way, for Small, the former Oklahoma State Cowboy. He needs 10 for 1,000 in his career. He has 7 today. Gamble. Now Reichert with a ball fake. To the corner to Planutis, the sharpshooter. He connects.
Three-point shot.
Planutis was a D1 prospect when he came out and decided he was going to go D2 to Mercyhurst. I think he really, really likes this challenge of moving up to the D1 level just to make sure that he could play at this level.
That's what Coach Manchel told us this week, Bake. Isn't that right? That he thought that he was getting a Division I guy to sign at the Division II level in Planutis. Offensive foul on Okani. Good defending by Gamble.
Offensive foul, Toby Okani.
That's Okani's second personal foul.
I don't think there was any question about that. Doug Sermon's right on top of the call.
5 turnovers in the game for West Virginia. Harris steps through and blows that handoff up. It'll be West Virginia ball when we come back. Just a 6-point WVU lead as the first half winds down. Plays with confidence, and it's showing right now. He leads the team with 7 points.
Big and strong. Tell you what, you're not going to out-muscle him, and that's something he has going for him. You can see the strength there, picking up the three-point play. Again, all left-handed. Really need to try to make him go to his right some, because he'll eat you alive if you let him continue to go left.
Coach Manchel told us this week that Reichert doesn't back down from anybody. And that's the type of guy that they need as they make this transition from the Division II level to Division I. Mercyhurst 6-8 overall entering this game against WVU. Small scores it on the baseline drive.
If you have good ball movement with their defense, you will get some easy shots, because sometimes they don't communicate as well as they should on that defensive end.
Meanwhile, West Virginia is 8-2 overall, riding a 4-game winning streak. Remember that the Mountaineers, during a difficult season last year, only won 9 games all season under interim head coach Josh Eilert. They can match that before Big 12 play begins with a win here today.
Got Jonathan Powell on inside on a hold.
Reichert receives the inbound pass. Now it's out to Gamble near the circle. Shamar Rattan-Mays. Inside, a good-looking pass. Ivanauskas is rejected by Eduardo Andre.
And that's what Andre's been doing a lot of this year, changing shots or either blocking them inside.
That is a rude welcome to the Coliseum from the 50-year Andre to the true freshman for the Lakers. Under 7 to go, Mountaineers up by 8. It was a 6-point game a moment ago. Small with a great crossover. Yesufu in the corner. Rebound Mercyhurst. Rattan-Mays wants to go all the way. Off the window. Andre's there for the board. But he threw it away. Yesufu saved it. Harris got the ball at midcourt. Now he'll drive to the bucket, but can't score it.
blew the bunny. Wild sequence there.
Lakers able to weather it. Rattan Mays settling them into their offense. Here's Planutis. Now Ivanauskas. Reichert.
Reichert thought about the three.
Gamble with a jab step. 5 to shoot. Planutis might have to create for himself here. Mountaineers up by 8, under 6 to go in the half. Yesufu with a power dribble, scores it.
Well, we've seen some big things from Yesufu coming off the bench.
Going to need continued contributions from him with Tucker DeVries remaining out indefinitely. 3rd game in a row he's missed. Also without Jaden Stone, who's been day-to-day since the start of the season. Coach DeVries noted this week there's been no change in his status. Reichert inside, shoots it with the left hand again. Rebound WVU.
Well, make it tough on him, make him go right, and then if he has to force it back.
Mountaineers back up by double digits. Andre banging down low and scoring.
Nothing much Reichert could do about that, just too much size.
West Virginia leads Mercyhurst by a dozen. 6 unanswered points for WVU out of the timeout. Lakers are 0 for their last 4. It's been more than 3.5 minutes since they've scored a point. Ball was deflected into the backcourt. Rattan Mays has it against Harris. Rattan Mays with a kick to Gamble for 3, and he hits.
Boy, give Mays a lot of credit on that. He drew everything, and Gamble was ready for the pass.
The veteran savvy of a guy who's played at UNC Wilmington and Youngstown State, the 5th-year Rattan Mays from Toronto. Back to a 9-point game. Andre has it again. Now to the corner. Yesufu for 3. Yes!
Yesufu shoots that ball with a lot of confidence.
Solid contribution off the bench. 5 points over the last couple of minutes from Yesufu. Ivanauskas misses over Powell. West Virginia has it, under 4 to go. Yesufu to Andre. Great move by Eduardo Andre. He has 9 points.
Excellent. That's the best move I've seen Andre make this year. Under control, kept his feet wide.
Got his teammate Javon Small to nearly jump out of his shoes after he put it through the hoop. Reichert to Gamble. 2-pointer is good.
Gamble with a big lift coming off the bench.
32-20 the score, under 3 to go. Powell, quick trigger for 3. Rebound, Mercyhurst.
Might have been a little quicker than Coach DeVries wanted.
What a screen from Gamble. Harris didn't see it coming. Gamble gets it back against Harris. Now Rattan Mays between the circles. Wants a screen from Reichert. Ivanauskas for 3. Lakers have had decent-looking shots, Bake, just haven't been able to get them to drop.
Yep. Near the end of the half, a little winded.
Yesufu from way downtown. He can't hit it.
That was 2 quick shots from West Virginia. Really didn't run any offense.
Rattan Mays to Gamble. Now Planutis, he threw it away. West Virginia leads Mercyhurst 32-20 with just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Time. Mercyhurst, a team that's had to rely on a lot of freshmen this season. Let's go to Amanda Mazey for more thoughts on that.
Well, the Mercyhurst roster is filled with players who come from basketball families, whether it's siblings who played college ball or parents. The basketball DNA certainly runs deep on this team. One of those athletes is Coach Manchel's first second-generation players. Nicholas Ivanauskas' father played for Manchel at UMass Lowell. Now, he says his dad did a really good job of telling him what is expected of a Manchel-led team. No matter the player, Manchel looks for a high basketball IQ, and if a player has family basketball ties, that's just an added bonus of understanding what is expected at this level. Nick.
Great stuff, Amanda. Thanks. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker, and Amanda Mazey with you here on ESPN Plus as the Mountaineers lead the Lakers 32-20. First meeting between these two programs. Ivanauskas seeing an extended bit of time here, though he's on the bench for the moment. Deshaun Jackson Jr., who started the game, another true freshman, is out there. Lakers have had several notable injuries, meaning they've needed to rely on some newcomers and true freshmen more than expected this season. Tenor has it with 5 to shoot. Small with a quick pass to Sincere Harris. Too strong. It's a shot clock violation. It'll be Mercyhurst ball.
Shot clock violation against the Mountaineers.
Nice defensive possession for Mercyhurst that time. Did everything that they needed to do to get a stop.
90 seconds left until halftime. Feels like this could be a significant sequence here for Mercyhurst. Maybe an opportunity to make it a single-digit margin before the break. Jackson with a good crossover. Now another one, spinning to the hoop. He finishes and draws the foul.
Jackson wants to penetrate. If he can get a switch, he'll dump it off. That time, took it himself.
Tenor, the freshman, fouled him. That's his first personal. It's the first basket for Deshaun Jackson Jr., who missed games early in the season with an injury, but's back to where he needs to be. 6'2" freshman guard from Covington, Kentucky. Just his 7th foul shot of the season. Short rebound, West Virginia. Still a 10-point Mountaineer lead as we approach the final minute. Javon Small is fouled. And they're going to call it a shooting foul here.
Yes, I think it was.
Jackson's first personal. Fouling Small in a shooting action. We need another look at this, Bake.
Let's see. Yeah, I believe he was. No, he was going to shoot that. We've seen Javon Small do that a lot this year, though. He'll get somebody in the air, kind of lean into them, and draw that foul for three shots.
First one is true. Second one coming. Another one good. Small now needs 6 points for 1,000 in his career. Previously played 2 seasons at ECU, played last year at Oklahoma State. He knocks down all 3 free throws. One of the top free throw shooters in the Big 12 Conference. 88% on the year. Also entered this game as the co-leader in the conference in scoring average, just shy of 20 points per game for the senior. West Virginia up 13 after the trio of free throws from Small. Planutis back to Gamble. Shot clock winding down. Gamble to Planutis, coming around and firing. Rebound Lakers.
Now Jamie Thomas with a big rebound. And now, wait, hold, and get close to the last shot.
5-second differential between game and shot clock. Now under 5 to shoot. Shamar Rattan-Mays didn't get it off in time.
Shot clock violation.
Everything good for Mercyhurst getting that offensive rebound. Would have liked to have seen them. I'm sure Coach Manchel would have liked to have seen them get a shot up on the board.
4.6 to go. Can the Mountaineers get one here? Sincere Harris takes it all the way down. Can't get it to drop, and that'll do it for the first half. West Virginia leading 35-22, but the Mountaineers went the final 3 minutes and 32 seconds in this first half without hitting a field goal. All right, let's go to Amanda Mazey for halftime thoughts from Darren DeVries.
Coach, I could see you shaking your head a little bit on the sideline. Your biggest frustration with that first half?
Yeah, we just got to get a little better movement on offense. We're standing too much. Everybody's trying to make it happen too quickly. So just got to get the pieces moving a little bit so then we can get some better opportunities.
How does your game plan change with Hansberry out?
Yeah, we're a little thin there right now, so Harris will come in and give us some backup minutes there.
Thanks, Coach. Nick?
West Virginia has a 35-22 lead on Ugly Sweater Day at the WVU Coliseum. Our halftime report is coming up next right here on ESPN+. Second half about to begin in the first meeting between West Virginia and Mercyhurst. Mountaineers up by double digits at the Coliseum. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker here with you, wishing all of you Bon Natale to those who celebrate. Bake, let's go right into the highlights from the first half of action. Mercyhurst has 7 points from Aiden Reichert, an undersized forward who's been really physical today.
Very strong. I mean, and that's what he used. He used that brute strength, as you can see there, and then absorbs the contact, still strong enough to get it on the glass and get it to go down.
On the other end of this game, West Virginia's Javon Small doing what he does best, and that's score it. He's one of the Big 12's best scorers. He has 12 points in this game.
It makes it look so easy. Effortless, you know, he relaxes, he takes his time, really doesn't rush anything, and, you know, smart enough to know when there's an overplay and he can go to the hoop.
The big man, Eduardo Andre, too, Bake, has been getting it done on both sides of the floor. He's West Virginia's second leading scorer in this game with 9 points. Might see West Virginia try to keep going inside, too. West Virginia has an advantage in paint scoring, 16-10. Also an advantage in bench scoring, 16-5.
Yeah, and you know, Andre, yes, he does have a significant height advantage, but the thing that I like is his footwork. A lot of times, regardless of how much of a height advantage, if you don't have that good footwork, you'll walk. And I can see him improving at that.
Yeah, that's interesting, Bake. You know, Coach DeVries mentioned to us earlier this week that he thinks Andre might be the guy who's come along the farthest since this season began. Are you seeing that too?
Yes, I agree. Yes. He's playing with much more confidence.
West Virginia shot 50% from the field in the first half. Mercyhurst shot 35%. But WVU did end the first half without a field goal in a stretch of 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's get some halftime thoughts from Mercyhurst head coach Gary Manchel. Amanda Mazey caught up with him during the intermission.
Yeah, so coming out of the locker room, he told me that 2 things really stood out to him in that first half for his team. Just too many mental mistakes on defense, and they need to do a better job on the offensive boards. And he said he would like to see them manufacture some more backdoor points in this second half. Nick?
Okay, Amanda, thank you. And we heard Amanda's conversation with Coach DeVries at the start of halftime. He was a little bit disgruntled with the fact that West Virginia did not move well on offense, leading to that 3.5-minute scoring slump to end the first half. We'll see if the Mountaineers come out of the locker room with a different style on offense as the second half begins now. Here's Shamar Rattan-Mays, the starting point guard for Mercyhurst. The fadeaway is no good. Rebound, Max Jusianic. He gets it back to Rattan-Mays. Now Planutis in the corner. Harris might have done enough there on the far side.
Yes, he did.
To alter that shot. For West Virginia, Small, Okani, Harris, Powell, and Andre on the floor. Remember, no Amani Hansberry. He started this game, but promptly left. He's out with a lower body injury. Mountaineers also playing without Tucker DeVries, second leading scorer on the team. He's out indefinitely, missing a 3rd consecutive game. Andre gets the pass from Small, 3 to shoot. He heaves it up and somehow scores it on the baseline. Wow. The little shrug from the big man Andre, who's in double figures.
Yeah, I think he's as surprised as anybody in the building that went in.
Good looking 15-footer. Mountaineers up by 15. That's a good feed from Rattan-Mays, but Aiden Reichert's not able to put it through the hoop. Back inside to Eduardo Andre, the 5th year from London, almost gets tied up. Cross-court pass to Small. Good ball fake from Small, and a foul.
Yeah, he's going for the lob. Andre got pushed out. Not sure who they called it on.
Deshaun Jackson, the second, team foul number 1.
Deshaun Jackson.
Small will trigger it. Looking to go inside here. Right off the back of a Laker. Now a kick to Sincere Harris. Rebound by Toby O'Connie, and he's hacked underneath.
And another offensive rebound for West Virginia. Sincere Harris with a grin on his face. I don't know what he's going to be like when he does finally knock that three down. It's going to come. I just don't know when.
And you can tell, Bake, that they've been intentional about trying to get him open looks for three. He's 0 for 4 today, has not made a three-pointer this season. Toby O'Connie at the foul line. He hits the first.
I watched him in shoot-around today, and he hit about 8 in a row. Why he can't translate that to a game, not sure yet.
Second free throw from O'Connie. Too strong. And a rebound by the Lakers. And it's not like Harris was a bad three-point shooter at Illinois. He hit 13 threes last season. But he's now 0 for 22 as a Mountaineer from beyond the arc.
Yeah, a lot of it's between the ears now.
Planutis with the turnaround jumper. Can't get it to roll. It'll stay with Mercyhurst. Mountaineers up by 16. West Virginia coming off a 23-point victory over Bethune-Cookman, a team that then went on to beat UCF, helping West Virginia climb in the net all the way up to 28, then back down 1 point to 29 today. Also helped that Georgetown, a team West Virginia beat this month, knocked off Creighton this week. Tie up, arrow favors the Mountaineers. It'll be their ball.
Now, just one note on Planutis. This is the first year that they've gone D1. He's already picked as an all NEC selection. They picked him as in the Northeast Conference this year before he's ever played a conference game as one of the top players in the league.
There's the lob, a little bit too strong for O'Connie. On the other end, spinning is Ivanauskas, and he's fouled by Andre. Physical play at the rim.
Eduardo Andre is called for the foul, his second, foul number 1. The line for the Lakers.
See
5.
how much body he got here. Oh, yeah. He got plenty of ball, but, you know, the length of the body connected as well. So, good call by the officials.
Andre has a block today. 22 blocks for the season. That's third best in the Big 12. And of course leads West Virginia. Meanwhile, Ivanauskas, the freshman from Chicago, Illinois, has his first point in the game and makes them both.
A little full court press here. 2-2-1. Drop back in a man-to-man. They're dropping back in the man. As you can see, they're switching everything.
Small inside, offensive foul.
Foul is called on Javon Small. Picks up his first. Team foul number 2.
Good defensive series again for Mercyhurst. Changed it up with a little bit of pressure on West Virginia. West Virginia had not seen that in this game up to that point.
Bit of a look of frustration there from the head coach of the Mountaineers, Darren DeVries, a moment ago on your screen. Another whistle for an off-the-ball foul. This time it's O'Connie who got tied up with Ivanauskas. That's 3 on O'Connie.
Nicholas Ivanauskas, his second. Team foul. Correction.
So O'Connie will exit the game now with 3 fouls. And Yesufu has checked in. Yesufu, Small, Andre, Harris, Powell in the game for West Virginia.
West Virginia fortunate they missed Reichert inside. He had good position down low, and they couldn't get him the ball.
Long 2 from Reichert is good.
Passed by Reichert.
Mercyhurst will not go away.
12-point game. Powell. Sincere Harris, now Joseph Yesufu. Harris driving, then pulling it back. Now Andre inside. Around to Powell for three.
Had to rush that with the shot clock running down.
Deshaun Jackson Jr. puts it back to Rattan Mays between the circles. 4-possession game in the second half between WVU and Mercyhurst. Jackson to Riker on the wing. He hit it.
Boy, if that part of his game really comes around, what a tough matchup that'll be. You know what he can do down low, and now he's showing that long range ability.
The senior from Jackson Center, Ohio, has a team-high 12 points. And he's made it a single-digit margin once again with under 16 to go in the second half. Andre is fouled by Reichert. He was a Division II player last season. He's every bit of a D1 player now for Mercyhurst. Aiden Reichert keeping this one New Year's Day with Mountaineer women's basketball. At 2 p.m., J.J. Quinterly and the rest of the 14th-ranked Mountaineers start the new year off against Big 12 foe UCF here at the Coliseum. Log back on to ESPN Plus on January 1st at 2 for exciting women's hoops action. Here in this men's clash between the Mountaineers and Lakers, it's just a 9-point game in the second half. In the last 8 minutes of game action going back to the end of the first half, West Virginia has made just one field goal. It was by Eduardo Andre earlier in this second half. 3 to shoot here for Small. Long 2. Rebound Andre. He goes across to Jonathan Powell. Thought about a 3. Inside to Andre. Threw it at his shoelaces. Mercyhurst ball.
And West Virginia really has struggled on the offensive end. And a lot of that has been due to the lack of movement of West Virginia. But you know what? You can't take anything away from Mercyhurst's defense. They have been very scrappy, making West Virginia work for everything.
That was West Virginia's 9th turnover. The Mountaineers are 1 for 4 from the field in this second half. That's a second chance for the freshman Ivanauskas, and he'll go to the line.
And Ivanauskas just out-hustled everybody on West Virginia's side just now.
Jonathan Powell,
Second foul on the freshman Powell for WVU.
At the line for Lakers number 5, Nicholas Ivanauskas.
Tucker DeVries missing his 3rd consecutive game. All he can do right now is watch. Mountaineers making a couple of changes here as Ivanauskas misses the first of 2. Toby Okani and KJ Tenner back into the game. Powell and Harris to the bench.
And one thing that I've noticed, Mercyhurst, at times, they're running 2 guys at Javon Small. He's going to see that a lot. Make him give that ball up, make somebody else beat you.
8 unanswered points for the Lakers, 8-point West Virginia lead. Tenner inside to Andre. Double team down low, and he's fouled. Deshaun Jackson Jr.'s 3rd personal. And Andre will go to the foul line.
Well, this was a game that Andre really needed a breakout game because you can see the importance that he's going to be in the Big 12.
Andre misses the first of 2.
Christian Gamble.
Well, this is a game, Bake, that I know always sort of makes coaches a little bit uneasy. This final game before Christmas, Coach DeVries told us that he thought that his guys would be good to go come game time. They do lead Mercyhurst 39-30, but it hasn't exactly been pretty on the offense.
No, it has not.
Reichert inside. Mid-range jumper too strong there from Ivanauskas.
Good look for Ivanauskas, just couldn't complete it.
Small from deep. Off mark. Still a chance here for the rebound. It's tied up. Mercyhurst has the arrow. Lakers ball. Andre did not want to give it up.
No ball. Possession to Mercyhurst.
That was a quick shot that time, but that one was taken by Javon Small. There are going to be times when he's going to have to put up shots like that.
Offensive foul. KJ Tenner was hassling Rattan Mays in the backcourt. A little bit too much there from Rattan Mays. That left hand caught Tenner across the face for his first personal.
If you ask Mays, Rattan Mays, they'll probably say, I got fouled before I did that. There was a lot of contact going on.
Right now having a conversation with Doug Sermons about it too. Rattan Mays played 3 seasons at Youngstown State, still keeps in touch with former WVU assistant Jared Calhoun, who coached at Youngstown State, the head coach there, now at Utah State. And another tie-up on the entry pass to Okani.
No ball.
Possession will stay with WVU.
West Virginia.
You know, Doug Sermons is known as a no-nonsense official. He looked at Rattan Mays and said, don't do that, don't say that, don't do that. If you don't know him, you better listen.
Andre is fouled on the inbound pass by Rattan Mays. Not a great sequence here for the veteran. 2 fouls in quick succession.
The coach is going to get him out of the ball game. Bring back Jackson.
By the way, that's 16 fouls now on Mercyhurst. Mountaineers, who shot a ton of free throws in their win over Bethune-Cookman, might be going back to the line a lot as this one winds down. Andre dribbled it on the baseline.
Well, that was one of those things, again, where feet too close together, off balance, stumbled out of bounds.
That's 10 West Virginia turnovers, including 4 here in the last 4.5 minutes. The Mountaineers have not hit a field goal in more than 5 minutes. A 3-possession game. Planutis is rejected at the rack by Andre. Okani inside to Small.
Nice look by Okani.
Small with 14 points. That's his first basket of the second half. 1,000-point watch for the senior, now at 3. Reichert got a little bit of space. Now Gamble has it to Planutis, Mercyhurst's leading scorer. Deshaun Jackson Jr. pulls up from deep, misses everything.
Excellent look, kind of a no-look pass. Now, Javon Small reads that stuff so well, and he and Okani on the same page.
That was a sweet delivery there.
Yes, it was.
Change for WVU. Alezovic is in, Andre is out. So it's Small, Okani, Alezovic, Yesufu, and Tenner. And Okani, the 6'8" guard, looks like he'll work inside a little bit. Pick and roll to Okani. Rebound Mercyhurst.
Good 2-man game that time.
Alezovic took it away. Yesufu to the basket. And the foul.
Little spurt by the Mountaineers here.
Team foul number 7. Jake Lemelman and Shamar Rathan Mays.
Good looking defense there by Alezovic.
I was going to say he should get credit there with an assist on something like that.
Yesufu went coast to coast. Jackson fouled him. That's his 4th, so he's out of the game. Yesufu doesn't get it to fall. Mountaineers up by 13. West Virginia scoring some buckets in transition to end a lengthy scoring drought. Now it's Mercyhurst that's kind of gone cold on the offensive end. Rattan Mays working inside. Back around to Jake Lemelman. 3 to shoot. Lemelman puts it up. Rebound, Alezovic.
And Alezovic with some good minutes off the bench here.
Small, tough take. Rebound, Thomas. He traveled. It'll be West Virginia ball when we come back. Mountaineers lead the Lakers 43-30. Silver Spring, Maryland out for the rest of this game. Picked up an injury in the first couple of minutes of play. Has ice on his right ankle. So he's out for the game. Mountaineers, of course, playing without Tucker DeVries for the 3rd game in a row. Also still without Jaden Stone, who has been day-to-day since the start of the regular season and has yet to play a game for the Mountaineers. But even though WVU is a bit shorthanded, it leads 43-30 with under 12 minutes to go in the second half. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker, and Amanda Mazey, your crew here on ESPN+, the final game before the holiday break for both West Virginia and Mercyhurst. Javon Small working down low and getting to the free throw line.
And I took it in among the trees. Reichert standing right there, able to get that foul on Reichert inside. Gave him a little head fake and got him up in the air, able to draw the foul.
He's 3 points away from 1,000 in his career. He has 14 tonight. First one is no good, a rare miss from the 3rd best free throw shooter in the Big 12. In fact, Bake Small has really turned into one of the premier players in the Big 12 Conference. He's the co-leader in scoring. He's top 15 in several other stats, including field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, and assists. He's also played the 2nd most minutes per game of any player in the league, averaging over 35.
And that's my major concern, the amount of minutes that he is logging now. And defenses are going to make it much, much tougher on him, especially without Tucker DeVries available to take some of the heat off there. You just hope the young guys keep growing up like they have been.
Good defense by Okani to tip it away. 44-30 the score, 11:18 to go. Max Jusianic gets it restarted for the Lakers. Passes tipped by Alezovic again. Yesufu puts it out toward him. Now Okani to the rack.
Alezovic has really given the Mountaineers a spark this afternoon.
Good to see, right, Bake? Especially with West Virginia potentially being shorthanded.
Yeah, being thin at the post position.
8 unanswered points for WVU. Another steal. Yesufu to Small. A jam for $1 for Javon Small. 1,000 career points in the most emphatic of fashion.
Yes.
How about that for Javon Small?
Excellent pass, too.
He's a big-time player. Small in name only, and he's got 1,000 career points. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker, Amanda Mazey with you on ESPN+. The holidays are about giving back. Let's bring in Amanda for some thoughts on how the Mountaineers are giving back to the community.
Well, earlier this week, some Mountaineer players helped spread the holiday cheer to some of their smallest fans. They spent time at WVU Medicine Children's Hospital. As you can see by the pictures, the players' smiles are just as big as the kids, and that's exactly what Coach DeVries loves to see. He wants his players to be ingrained into this community, and he says his guys just love to give back. A lot of those kids will spend Christmas in the hospital, so we know that it meant a lot to them as well for those players to stop in and, you know what, bring some early Christmas presents as well. Nick?
Awesome stuff, Amanda. Very touching. So many of the student athletes at WVU, from basketball to football and beyond, really involved with WVU Medicine Children's. Gamble did not get it off. Shot clock violation.
Well, that's not what Coach Manchell wants to see after calling a timeout. Come out and have a shot clock violation. But good defense by the Mountaineers.
14 Mercyhurst turnovers. Mountaineers up by 18 points. Most recent bucket was a jam by Javon Small for his 1,000th career point. Inside to Okani against Rattan Mays. Now it's Alezovic in the corner. Okani from the foul line. Hits it.
Lesevich gets another assist as well. Really playing well.
Lesevich, former national champ in Canada at Laval University. Rejection from Lesevich on Rattan Mays. Here's Small inside to Lesevich with the kick out to Yesufu. Open look. Oh, what a jam by Toby Okani. Third Mountaineer in double figures. He has 11. It's a 14-0 run for WVU over the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, and fatigue has taken over.
But
see it in Mercyhurst's legs right now.
And you said it, Bake. You thought that the depth of West Virginia was going to overpower Mercyhurst. And, wow, we're really seeing that with Lesevich getting involved, too.
Yes. Guy coming in with fresh legs.
Back to action. Rattan Mays to an open Reichert. It's been a bit since he scored. He's Mercyhurst's leading scorer in the game with 12. Also of note, Planutis, the team's leader in points per game this season, has yet to score in the second half. Small steps into one, NBA range, just short. Rebound by Sean Lang, the grad student from Maryland, his first minutes. 8.5 to go, Mountaineers leading comfortably. Reichert inside. Rebound Lesevich.
A few times you've seen him miss that shot inside at point blank.
Lesevich inside. The spin move in the bucket.
What a welcome sight he's been this afternoon.
16 unanswered points now for WVU. Harris giving all kind of trouble to Rattan Mays in the backcourt again. Lang to Reichert and Rattan Mays again. Reichert at the elbow. Working inside against Harris and putting it in off the glass.
Basket by Reichert.
That big wide body of his, when he gets you down low, there's almost nothing you can do.
Okani almost had it stripped away by Planutis. Harris, underhand pass to Yesufu. It was tipped by James Thomas. Planutis pulls the trigger and hits.
Three-point shot by Planutis.
You know, scores like that, you can keep them down for a while, but you give them enough open looks and they will find it and knock one down. That's one of the few open looks he's had.
He's got 9 points in the ball game. Small back inside to Lesevich. Mountaineers continuing to try to work the ball inside. Sincere Harris. Now Small. Puts it up. Tries to tip it in, but can't score it. 6.5 to go in the ball game. Rattan Mays all the way to the cup. Tries to pass it to a teammate. Now Mountaineers in transition. Harris to Yesufu to Okani. He's fouled hard going to the
I've got to think that's got to be an intentional foul, yes. Doug Sermon says yes, yes indeed. That is an intentional foul. No real attempt at the ball right there. That was just a big grab.
Free throws coming for the Mountaineers. They lead by 19. Favorite part of game day is the burger stacking challenge. And Santa Claus fends off the Grinch to save Christmas. Big victory at the Coliseum.
Both of them are out of gas. That's for sure.
Yeah, maybe a few too many cookies for Santa.
Yes,
so
right.
Kids, if you're at home, remember Santa wants Gatorade, not milk, on Christmas Day. Nick Barrow, Warren Baker, Amanda Mazie with you. Bake, West Virginia has really overpowered this Mercyhurst squad here in the second half.
Really have gotten a worn down team now. Got the intentional foul. Okani's going to get 2 shots here.
So while Okani is at the line for 2, let's go to Amanda Mazie, who has some info on West Virginia's upcoming holiday break.
So the Lakers team will be getting a nice break. They had 20 guys that came on the bus to Morgantown, but only 4 are returning to campus because the families are here to take their sons home for Christmas. Coach Manchell says they'll be off for the next 5 days, coming back on the 29th. Now for WVU, about half of the team will be hitting the road tonight and driving home, while the rest will probably fly out tomorrow morning. Coach DeVries said they won't return until the 27th. The holiday break comes at a good time for both teams because when they get back, they both start conference play. But both coaches said if they need a break, they know that their players definitely need a break.
Good stuff, Amanda. Thanks, Bake. I'm curious, though, to get your take on this as a former player. How important is discipline during Christmas break when you're away from campus, away from the gym, and away from your routine?
It's huge. Discipline, first things first, find a gym. Whether it be your old high school, a YMCA, find a basket somewhere and get some shots up every day. And the other thing, don't fall in love with a knife and fork.
Uh-oh.
You just, I mean, you know, Granny's got a German chocolate cake here. There's there's pepperoni rolls. You need to be disciplined because you can lose your conditioning over the Christmas holidays if you go overboard.
Bake, are you speaking from experience?
Yes, I am speaking from experience.
Javon Small with 19 points after hitting both of those free throws. 58-35, Mountaineers lead with 6 minutes to go. Deshaun Jackson in between 3 Mountaineers. It'll stay with the Lakers. Possession didn't change there, so there's only 1.2 seconds on the shot clock as the Lakers make a couple of changes. Ivanauskas and Reichert into the game.
I don't know that I'd have Reichert throwing it out. I'd try to get it inside to him real quick.
Try to get Planutis around. Now it's Lang who pulls up. Almost got it to fall.
Banked it in.
Okani undefended, but can't put it through.
Oh, he had a good look.
Mountaineers looking to extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. Well on their way to doing so here against Mercyhurst. Planutis for 3. Rebound Harris. West Virginia in the top 30 in the net. In good position heading into Big 12 play, which starts New Year's Eve at Kansas. But as Coach DeVries told us this week, the current net ranking only matters if the Mountaineers can get the job done in conference play. Andre has 14 points after the jam.
Another assist from Javon Small.
Mountaineers outscoring Mercyhurst 22-5 over the last 9.5 minutes to lead by 25. Jackson has it taken away. Small has got it done everywhere on the floor today. Powell from the corner. A 3 is good.
Jonathan Powell.
This ball game was tight early in the second half. The Mountaineers were in a slump at the end of the first half, and that continued into the second period. It was a single-digit game with about 16 minutes to go. But since then, West Virginia has just taken over and has overpowered this Mercyhurst squad, making the transition from Division II to Division I. Harris, what a move that is to clear some space. A couple of players get tripped up. It's a foul on Andre. We'll step aside for a quick break. West Virginia leading. City under 4 minutes away from a victory over Mercyhurst. It's ugly sweater day at the Coliseum. Nick Farrell, Warren Baker, and Amanda Mazey, your crew. We're on theme. Amanda, a little bit reluctantly so. Isn't that right?
Listen, I always like to look cute for the broadcast, but I thought, well, if we're going to go ugly sweater, we are going to do ugly sweater, shoulder pads and all. So I have a reputation to uphold. I am the 2021 ugly sweater winner from the WVU Athletic Department party. That sweater that year was a lot simpler. It was very basic, and it had 4 letters, started with a P, ended with a T. You can fill in the rest. But I won single-handedly. So, yes, I understood the assignment today.
Well, we just showed you a Pitt sweatshirt, and look at this young man. I mean, this kid, he gets it, right? From a West Virginia fan perspective, the ugliest Christmas sweater I could find is a Pitt sweater. What did new football coach Rich Rodriguez say the other day at his introductory press conference? The worst 4-letter words out there are soft and what? Pitt, I think he said. At the foul line is Ivanauskas for a 1-and-1. He has 4 points. All of them have come from the stripe. 63-36 West Virginia. Ivanauskas makes them both.
Is Santa going to come see you, Nick? You've been good?
Oh, boy, I sure hope so, Bake. I sure hope so. Final non-conference game of the regular season for West Virginia. Jake Auer into the game, the walk-on from Iowa, transfer from D2 Rockhurst. Tenor puts it up way too strong off the glass. Auer has become a fan favorite very quickly. It's easy to see why. Last 2 games, he's come in and scored 12 points, going 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. So certainly the folks behind us, Bake, will be fired up anytime he gets the ball, telling him to fire it up.
Oh, yeah.
Basket by Martin.
Kadir Martin scores to make it 63-39.
I think the bench looks forward to it as much as the fans do.
Offensive foul on Alezovic. It'll be Mercyhurst ball.
They got him with a hook.
Conference play begins for both of these teams after the holiday break. For Mercyhurst, long layoff before a January 3rd NEC opener against Stonehill College. But for West Virginia, boy, Bake, does it get tough soon. 3 Big 12 games against ranked opponents. Check that, 4 Big 12 games against ranked opponents, because it's Houston twice coming up in the month of January and at the end of December here, getting number 8 Kansas on the road. I mean, what more of an introduction could you want as a head coach than to have your first Big 12 game be at Allen Fieldhouse?
Yeah, boy, the oven is going to be hot early. Wow. And, you know, you're limited with your troops as well. So it'll take a lot from the Mountaineers to do something like that. But you know what? You go out and play the game. You play hard. You never know what's going to happen.
Looks like our referees are checking to see if the Alezovic foul should be upgraded to a flagrant foul. Doug Sermons, Michael Greenstein, and Antonio Petty, the crew today.
I thought it was just a hook, but maybe they saw more. Let's take a look here.
It's Alezovic against Gamble. He does get that elbow up into the chin of Gamble there. Believe it was ruled a common foul on the floor.
It was. Here we go.
Quickly going back to that upcoming matchup against number 8 Kansas Bake. West Virginia has never won at Allen Fieldhouse.
No.
But the Mountaineers did get the better of Kansas last season here at the Coliseum. WVU only won 9
The foul
games
on the play has
year.
been upgraded to a flagrant 1 on 22 White.
Doug Sermons with the announcement that the foul from Alezovic is a flagrant. Flagrant 1.
Right there.
So Gamble makes the first of 2 free throws. Lakers will keep the ball.
You know, the Mountaineers in Allen Fieldhouse have had some opportunities before, too. There was a big disparity in fouls called one year there that really, really hurt the Mountaineers. So, but think about it, and think about it. The Mountaineers now, with this win today, will tie the total from last year with the broken season that the Mountaineers had. So that's off the books. Now get ready for Big 12 play.
Mountaineers only won 4 league games last year, but one of them was that memorable game against then number 3 Kansas.
Well, and also beat Texas.
Inside, it's Ivanauskas, kicks it across to Lemelman. And a foul on the rebound. Tenor is whistled.
Foul is called on KJ Tanner.
In that game against Kansas last season, big performance from Pat Sumnick.
Yes.
A guy that West Virginia is going to face very soon. Back here at the Coliseum, Sumnick now plays for Oklahoma State, and the Mountaineers host the Cowboys in their Big 12 home opener coming up Saturday, January 4th at noon.
Yeah, he outdueled Hunter Dickinson in that game, didn't he, Nick?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the best individual performances by any player on last year's team. Sumnick against Dickerson, the player who was the Big 12 Player of the Year and now the preseason Big 12 Player of the Year. Gamble connects on both. Mountaineers up 63-42. Hasn't exactly been pretty. The Mountaineers made one field goal in the final 3.5 minutes and first 4.5 minutes of the second half. Final 3.5 of the first half and 4.5 of the second half. But they found a way to get it done here. Yesufu can't find Auer. Under 2 minutes to go.
Just a little head shake from Darren DeVries, like, wow, really? Oh boy.
Here's Kadir Martin, gives it to Jake Lemmelman. Yesufu is all over him. It'll be a bit of a homecoming too for Yesufu, who played 2 seasons at Kansas when the Mountaineers take on Kansas on New Year's Eve. Gamble tries to go over Powell, can't score it. Rebound, Ivanauskas, he can't put it through. Third time's the charm. No, it's not, but he'll go to the line. Well, we told you all about that upcoming game between the Mountaineers and Jayhawks on New Year's Eve. You better fire up the laptop or tablet, whatever Santa Claus brings for you, and tune in as the Mountaineers offer some basketball to go along with the day's bowl games. Darren DeVries and company going to Lawrence to take on the Jayhawks, a 2 p.m. tip on December 31st. Log in and watch it right here on ESPN+. Ivanauskas has had a bunch of work today at the free throw line. His total's up to 7 points for the game, all from the stripe.
Well, let's hope that this time off helps Amani Hansberry get somewhere closer, because they're certainly going to need him.
Hansberry leaving this game with an injury in the first half. Mountaineers without Tucker DeVries for the 3rd game in a row. It's going to be tough for the Mountaineers. It was going to be tough,
yes,
even with a full complement of players
exactly
in the Big 12. It'll be extra difficult if those guys aren't able to go.
Well, certainly today for the Mountaineers, this wasn't the best performance we've seen, but it goes on the left-hand side of the column. A month and a half from now, nobody will remember this other than they won.
Final minute of this ball game, Mountaineers up by 20, paced today by 19 from Javon Small, a game high. He, by the way, has scored in double figures in every game this season. Rebound by Auer, who skies for the board there. Will he take it by himself? Bang!
This guy's just automatic.
Jake Aura does it again. 5 for 6 from beyond the arc in his last 3 outings at the Coliseum. Ivanauskas scores his first field goal. Shot clock is dark, and that should do it in the final non-conference game of the regular season for WVU. The Mountaineers won just 9 games all of last season, going 9-23 overall. Darren DeVries, in his first season as head coach at WVU, has 9 wins before the end of non-conference play. WVU improves to 9-2 overall with a 67-46 victory over Mercyhurst. The Lakers fall to 6-9.
Yeah, and you know, in those 9 victories, you're looking at Gonzaga and you're looking at Arizona, which was huge as well.
So for West Virginia, next game is New Year's Eve against Kansas. The Big 12 opener at Allen Fieldhouse. Up next for Mercyhurst, Friday, January 3rd, the NEC opener against Stonehill College. Eric Lilly produced this broadcast. Scott Bartlett directed it. A big thanks to all the hardworking members of our crew for all their efforts in 2024. For Warren Baker, Amanda Maisie, and all the members of our crew, I'm Nick Farrell saying so long from the Coliseum. Your final score, West Virginia 67, Mercyhurst 46. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.